Stop right there! Force is going to be used against you! Stop! Do not reach! Do not reach!
Have you ever witnessed a truck hurtling at over 100 miles per hour, defying all limits of safety? In a wild chase, this out-of-control vehicle launched through the air and crashed right into the roof of a police car. Let's start with this high-speed chase flings truck airborne crashing on top of cop car. In a dramatic and dangerous incident in Ohio, a high-speed chase involving a truck culminated in the vehicle becoming airborne and crashing onto a police car. The following is a detailed account of the events, police actions, and legal consequences surrounding this alarming case. The pursuit began when law enforcement officers responded to reports of a truck driving recklessly. The situation escalated rapidly as the truck, equipped with a visible long gun in the driver's seat, became a serious threat. The driver exhibited erratic behavior, including intentionally hitting a female pedestrian. As the chase continued, the truck's high velocity caused it to become airborne and crash onto a police vehicle. Upon witnessing the truck's hazardous maneuvers, police officers initiated a high-speed pursuit. Despite the challenging conditions, including the risk of the truck catching fire, officers focused on safely managing the scene. They worked diligently to ensure the safety of bystanders and themselves while attempting to control the situation and apprehend the suspect. The suspect was eventually arrested at the scene. The arrest was complicated by the truck's precarious position and the potential for fire. Following the arrest, the suspect faced multiple charges, including aggravated assault, endangerment, and weapons violations. Legal proceedings are underway, with the court addressing the seriousness of the offenses and the potential consequences for the suspect. From a legal perspective, the suspect's actions breach several Ohio laws. Under Ohio Revised Code, Section 2903.12, the intentional act of hitting a pedestrian with the truck qualifies as aggravated assault. This offense is categorized as a felony of the 4th degree, carrying potential penalties of up to 18 months in prison and a fine of up to $5,000. The reckless driving and high-speed chase involved in the incident also pose a significant threat to public safety, violating Ohio Revised Code Section 2909.06. This offense, known as endangering public safety, is classified as a felony of the 3rd degree. Conviction can result in up to 36 months in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. Additionally, the presence of a long gun in the driver's seat and its potential use to intimidate or harm others constitutes a weapons violation under Ohio Revised Code Section 2923.12. This law addresses the illegal handling and display of firearms, with violations potentially leading to felony charges, imprisonment, and substantial fines. The combination of these offenses underscores the severity of the suspect's actions and the potential legal repercussions they face. The case highlights the critical role of law enforcement in managing high-risk situations and ensuring public safety. As the legal proceedings unfold, the focus will remain on holding the suspect accountable for their dangerous behavior and ensuring justice for the victims affected by this incident. It looks like this criminal just got into trouble, but this isn't the worst case you'll witness. Wait until you see this next one. On June 7th, 2024, a dramatic high-speed chase unfolded in Ohio as William Jerry Hefner, a suspect in a recent murder case, led police on a wild pursuit. Hefner, who was wanted for the murder of 48-year-old Matthew Smith in Dayton, was driving a red Ford F-150 when he evaded arrest, culminating in a high-speed chase that reached speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. The sequence of events began with a violent crime on June 1st, 2024, when Hefner allegedly shot and killed Smith. Witnesses confirmed that Hefner fled the scene in his truck, evading immediate capture. Days later, on June 7th, Dayton police spotted Hefner's vehicle, initiating a chase after dispatch received a call about his location. As officers turned on their sirens, Hefner refused to pull over, leading to a pursuit through city streets. During the chase, Hefner ignored multiple police commands and continued driving erratically. Dash camera footage from the lead officer captures Hefner speeding through residential lawns, attempting to evade capture. Approximately 6 minutes into the pursuit, a second police vehicle joined the chase, closely following Hefner as he continued his high-speed flight. The chase came to a dramatic end when Hefner lost control of his truck and crashed into a pole. Officers swiftly responded, extracting Hefner from the wreckage and placing him under arrest. Despite his injuries, Hefner was handcuffed and placed in the back of a police squad car for transport. Following his arrest, Hefner was charged with multiple serious offenses. He faces 2 counts of murder related to the death of Matthew Smith and 3 counts of felonious assault stemming from his violent actions and the high-speed chase. Hefner's court appearance is scheduled for Tuesday, where he will face the legal consequences of his actions. From a legal perspective, William Jerry Hefner's actions infringe on several key provisions of Ohio law. Under Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.01, Hefner is charged with aggravated murder for the premeditated killing of Matthew Smith. This statute requires specific intent to kill, and aggravated murder carries severe penalties, including life imprisonment without parole or the death penalty, depending on the particulars of the case and the charges brought against him. In addition to the murder charge, Hefner faces charges under Ohio Revised Code Section 2903.11 for felonious assault. This statute addresses the infliction of serious physical harm on another individual, which can encompass violent actions taken during the murder or the subsequent high-speed chase. Hefner's case includes 3 counts under this section, each carrying potential imprisonment terms ranging from 2 to 8 years, reflecting the severity of the harm caused. Furthermore, Hefner's high-speed pursuit and failure to comply with law enforcement instructions constitute a violation of Ohio Revised Code Section 2921.331, which criminalizes the act of fleeing or evading police during a lawful arrest. This section can lead to additional charges and penalties, including imprisonment, as it underscores the seriousness of evading police and the risks associated with such behavior. In summary, William Jerry Hefner's reckless actions during the high-speed chase, combined with his alleged murder of Matthew Smith, have led to multiple serious charges. His case will likely involve extensive legal proceedings as he faces significant penalties for his criminal behavior. All right, let's move on to this next case where things might get even messier. On May 25, 2023, in a dramatic sequence of events, a teenager in New Mexico led police on his 3rd high-speed chase in just 8 days. The Bodycam footage from this incident captures the tension and urgency of the arrest. Officers, while pursuing the teen, engaged in a series of intense interactions, ultimately leading to his apprehension. The high-speed chase, marked by reckless driving, culminated in a tense confrontation. Officers, captured on Bodycam, repeatedly instructed the teen to stop, exit the vehicle, and lie on the ground. The situation escalated when the suspect, armed with a gun, was warned by officers not to point it at them. They made it clear that any such action would result in a use of force. The arrest was carried out with caution, as the officers managed to subdue the teenager. Despite his complaints about the tight handcuffs, officers conducted a thorough search for additional weapons and ensured the teen's safety. Throughout the process, there was a notable effort to communicate effectively among the officers, managing both the suspect's apprehension and their own operational coordination. Following his arrest, the teenager faced several charges related to his high-speed chases and the possession of a firearm. The legal proceedings included hearings to determine the charges and the appropriate penalties for his violations. The severity of the charges reflects the dangerous nature of his actions and the risk posed to public safety. From a legal perspective, the teenager's actions constituted several serious violations of New Mexico law. Under New Mexico statutes, Chapter 66.8115, known as the reckless driving statute, operating a vehicle in a manner that endangers others, is considered a criminal offense. This statute stipulates penalties that may include fines up to $500 and imprisonment for up to 90 days. The teens' high-speed chases clearly fall under this category, as they posed significant risks to public safety. Additionally, the teenager violated New Mexico statutes. Chapter the 30th of July 16, which addresses unlawful possession of a firearm. This statute is particularly relevant given that the suspect was armed during his encounters with law enforcement. The penalties for this violation can vary, including fines and imprisonment, depending on how the firearm was used and the suspect's prior criminal record. The presence of a weapon during his high-speed pursuits and threats to officers exacerbates the severity of this charge. Finally, the actions also infringed upon New Mexico statutes, Chapter 3022-1, which pertains to assault on a peace officer. This statute applies when an individual threatens or physically harms a law enforcement officer. Given the teenager's threatening behavior with a firearm during his arrest, he faces significant legal repercussions under this statute, including substantial fines and potential imprisonment. These charges reflect the gravity of his conduct and the potential consequences he faces under New Mexico law. These laws highlight the gravity of the teenager's offenses and underscore the legal system's response to such dangerous behavior. The combination of high-speed pursuits, firearm threats, and reckless driving reflects serious criminal violations that the legal system addresses with stringent penalties to maintain public safety. All right, everyone, what are your thoughts? Drop a comment below and make sure to subscribe for more engaging and educational content coming your way. Thanks for your support.